see if we can get any ghost response here tonight. Previously on Ghost Response. In one particular area, Fraser encounters an unusual chilled sensation.
I just come over really cold.
He captured several voices through the spirit box.
That was something.
And I encounter a very unusual chest pain.
I feel like I've got pressure on my chest right now. Like somebody's pushing on my chest. And it doesn't feel very nice, actually.
Dave conducts his lone investigation and encounters several unexplainable knocks, along with some apparent whispers.
What is that noise? What is that?
We left you previously, just shortly after Fraser, our cameraman, appears to be shoved by some unknown force. Shortly after this occurred, Dave and I checked Fraser's back and we found 3 scratches. Was this paranormal? Join us as we continue into the depths of the tunnels of Fort Widley in the search for further paranormal existence.
I just want to add...
Fraser, how do you feel right now?
Awful. It's awful. I don't like this. This ain't right.
Do you feel drained?
I do. I feel sick. I actually feel sick. I need to sit down, to be honest.
You sit down.
I need to sit down.
You stay there.
Right, Fraser's still on camera.
You right?
I feel sick.
Shall we get out of here?
I think I do. I think I need to get out here a minute.
Shall we get out of here?
What are we going to do about cameras in a minute?
I'll go and get out in a minute.
Just take a 5-minute break and we can carry on then.
Okay.
Right?
Who just attacked my partner? You just scratched him, and I want to know. I'm angry now. Show yourself to me. He is always the one behind the camera. He never provokes. He doesn't do anything. So why attack him? Why did you attack him?
Oh, there's a chance to give some proper answers in there.
Come on, we've got all these devices here, and then you go and pick on the cameraman. Really? Make yourself known to us, please.
Come on. Now, we provoked you. I provoked you. And you didn't take it out on me. You took it out on Fraser. So take it out on me. Leave carry on and take it out on me. Come on. Why did you attack him? To prove a point to him? To us?
Is it because he's the... I will document this on camera as well. Fraser, of all of us, is probably the most sceptical. So, did you attack him just to prove to him that there's something? You alright?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah. No, I'm okay.
Sure?
Yeah. Fine now.
Yeah?
Do you still want to... Do you want to continue in this area, or do you want to move on?
No, we've got some... Let's
continue.
Let's continue, definitely.
Right, and you're okay?
I'm okay, yeah.
Of course.
Are you sure there's marks on my back?
There is 3 scratches, babe.
I know, I've got my own hand.
Because you wouldn't have been able to, before we done that, you wouldn't have been able to scratch yourself through the coat.
Can I check him again?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Of course I can't check for the coat.
Still there. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're still there?
Yeah, they're raised as well, like. Yeah.
Just be careful for the next few days. Alright? That's quite serious, you understand that, yeah?
Sorry?
It's quite serious. They weren't like light scratches, they were dominant. And they're raised. So something seriously doesn't like
It does feel a
you.
little sticky.
Huh?
It does feel a little sticky.
Alright, well, just be careful.
Right.
Alright?
We need to continue. I'm going to go to exactly the same place.
Yeah.
See if it does it again.
Okay, so just to document, we're still in the upper level of the northern end tunnel, and we've just had a bit of an occurrence where Fraser has been pushed and there's 3 scratches on his back. Now, if that was you, I would like to know why you attacked Fraser. Who are you?
Maybe it's because the camera is like a gun.
Could be.
Is that a valid point? Yeah.
Very valid point. Do you feel that Fraser was threatening you in some way because of the camera looking... What's the matter?
Threatening you.
Threatening me? Because it's pointing at me.
You. Could have been somebody trying to protect.
Protect
You.
me.
Possibly.
Okay, so let's turn this the other way round. I'm being a bit aggressive towards you because you've just hurt my fiance. So if the reason you've done that is because you were trying to protect me, can you just tell me that, please? Did you think he was trying to harm me?
And if you are just a completely nasty spirit anyway, attack me now. I dare you. You're strong enough to attack Fraser, you attack me. Or am I a bit of a threat to you? Come on. Forget about Fraser or Kelly. Come and attack me. In any way you want. Have you used up all your energy from doing that, from attacking Fraser? Or are you just completely unhappy that we're here? Or are you just completely unhappy that we're here? If you are unhappy that we're here, that's tough, because we're staying for a little bit longer. To get us out, you're going to have to attack me this time.
This happened when I was talking. When Fraser got pushed,
Yes.
if I remember right, obviously, was it not when I was talking about that poltergeist
It was.
that I've said if you're that strong?
Yeah.
So it was that poltergeist, maybe.
Potentially it could have
A
been.
sergeant, possibly.
Potentially.
And if he is a sergeant, it's an authority thing, isn't it, to show who's boss?
Respect
Like, yeah.
to their superiors.
But why attack you when you're on the... If anything, you're like kneeling down, you're at his... I don't understand why Fraser.
I've got a feeling and say that he's using you to set an example to us, saying, this is what I can do.
Now leave me alone,
Don't-
get out.
Don't F with me, basically.
Well, I say let's bring it on then.
I say let's bring it on because I don't believe he's...
Tip that table over.
What was that?
That was me, I was... Walk up on it. This is a wooden floorboard, just walk straight up to us. Not a torch out my hands. I'll tell you what, if you're a sergeant, I'm going to disrespect you. That's basically what I'm going to do. I'm not going to listen to a damn word you say or try and tell me to do, because I ain't going to listen. So you're going to have to do something to make me listen.
What was that? That's what I tapping.
Yeah.
And again.
Yeah, damn it. Come on. I think you can do better than that. Just cut the tension with a knife.
Give us some Sergeant Major footsteps. Show us that march, please, if that's you. Show us how it's done. What was that?
That was my stomach.
No, it sounded like a...
Oh.
What was that?
That was my stomach.
No, it sounded like a...
Oh, right.
So we're going to end our session here now in the northern upper chamber. But whilst we've been in here, you would have seen, we feel it was when we were calling out for the poltergeist, the possible Sergeant Major that was here. And at that point, Fraser, our cameraman now, was knelt on the floor. And Dave was being slightly provoking, trying to ask, for some real true signs, being slightly provoking. And at that point, Fraser said he felt pressure on his back and sort of got shoved. So obviously, and Fraser was really shook up. You would have seen he was quite shook up. He was physically shaking. So Dave and I then checked Fraser's back, and there were the 3 scratches. So I will add these particular coats as well that Fraser is also wearing. You wouldn't physically be able to scratch yourself through the coats. So we're actually...
To get scratches like that, you'd have to have fingers to skin.
Yeah, as Dave just mentioned, the scratches that appear to be on Fraser's back, you would have to have finger to skin contact to do so, definitely.
And we pulled up your t-shirt, so you can debunk that one straight up.
You what, sorry?
And we had to pull up his t-shirt,
Yeah.
It wasn't untucked.
Yeah, that's right. So for debunk purposes as well, as Dave just said, Fraser had his coat on, and for us to look at his back, his t-shirt was in fact tucked into his jeans underneath his jumper and coat, and it had to be pulled up, which then we seen the scratches. It was only because Fraser also commented, "What's the matter? What is the matter? What's the matter? Saw something."
Not hold your head round. Sorry, I am sorry.
You seem to.
I saw it. Scared the fuck up, remember? Sorry about that.
No, that's fine, but...
I'm sorry.
Where?
I should tell you what I just saw.
Right.
I should show you.
This is Dave's reenactment of what he's just seen then.
You see my line, yeah? Yeah? This is what I saw. Like that.
Unfortunately, due to the position of our cameraman, Fraser, we were unable to back up Dave's claim of seeing a full apparition shadow.
I actually saw it.
You've seen.
I saw it.
Okay.
You've seen it.
Okay, on that note,
I'm gone.
we're done in this area. I think with Fraser being scratched, Dave just witnessing what he just said was like a full apparition. We're calling it We're calling it in this area for now due to the scratches on Fraser's back and the full apparition that Dave just...
I bet be on camera.
I hope so. That'll be interesting to look back through. I do hope so. So I'm currently now, we are standing in what is one of the empty, I suppose you could say, apartments. There is residents above us that did in fact ask if we could come down here to investigate, as they've experienced loud banging throughout the night that has woken them up, and then when the man has come downstairs to try to work out what the noise is, it automatically stops. He then returns to bed and then the banging persists again. Quite violent banging. Also, the lady has said they've heard what sounds to be like pattering of bare feet throughout the corridor, which we will go out to in a moment. But here where we're stood should be directly below the resident's bedroom, where they claim to have heard the noises. So we're just going to run an EVP session in here. We're remaining quite quiet due to the residents being above us, but we'd like to try and make contact with anyone that may be in here, and we're using an EVP to do so. So if there's anyone in here with us, can you please talk into this device that I have in my hand with the orange light on? Could you please tell us how old you are? How are you feeling in this room, Dave?
Dizzy.
Dizzy? Yeah?
Feels not negative. Anyway,
Okay.
I feel on edge and dizzy.
Okay.
It's almost that you can feel.
Do you feel like you're being watched?
Yeah, possibly, but I feel more like an energy building
Okay.
than anything else. That's how I'm feeling at the moment, anyway.
Dave and I decided to carry out a 3-question EVP burst. We didn't appear to pick anything up at this time.
Okay. Listen. Can't help but feel that we're actually in the wrong place, because I can't help but keep looking behind Fraser there into that room, and that room over there has also, the residents upstairs did also say that it sounds like sometimes it's coming from that area. So let's have a little look over here as well while we're here. Do you intend to upset them? They seem like a very, very lovely couple. I was having quite a long chat with them, and they seem very, very lovely. So I would hate to think that there's somebody here that would want to upset them. So maybe you could tell us why you're upset. Maybe you're upset. Is there any way we could help you? What was that? Did you hear that? It sounded like a slight squeal. Could it? Okay. No, the activity of the banging on the windows has gone down, but they've heard what they've described as pattering of feet in the hallway.
I reckon it could be the pattern of feet of small kid.
A small child.
Possibly.
They did say it sounds like bare feet as well.
Bare feet.
Yeah. He's quite often come down here, and he is very sceptical, but he's come down here on several occasions, and obviously nobody's here. But that it is enough to get him to get out of bed.
if there is anybody here, here's your perfect chance to make yourself known. Got plenty of gadgets here. You can
Me?
you can make this device light up red, and then in Kelly's other hand, she's got a device with that no red light on. Walk straight on up to that and just say something for us. I don't believe you're a negative spirit. I think you're just a playful spirit myself. What? You just made me joke.
Sorry, I swear to God, it looked like something. I'm not.
You are kidding me. I just moved the camera for you two then.
I'm so sorry, but you would have been in the right direction because it looked like something small was poking its head round the bottom of the corner.
There's a lot going on with that.
What? Now, I don't normally jump, as of yet, but it looked like there was.
Alright, okay. So would you say it's like kid-like?
Right, okay, I'm feeling brave. Height then. Oh, I almost don't come out here. About here. Okay, almost like, you know, like an inquisitive.
Wondering what's going on, okay?
Yeah,
Alright then.
that freaked me out a little bit. I've actually got chills and I don't want to stand over there right now.
Can you two go and stand over there, please?
You can stand.
Oh,
So, do you have a kid then?
it was
Quite a kid.
about here.
Alright then, fella. You're male or female? Being quite inquisitive with us. So we're here to, you know.
Right, I'm going to come down to this height. If I'm scared now, I'm going to get up quick enough.
Scared?
But it would be, that was my knee. It would be about this height that I'm at actually. Like potentially it could be someone now peeping around the corner.
Do you want to come and communicate with us? Do you want to come in and chat? Don't have to peer around the corner. You can come
That
in.
scared me.
Just come in. If you're there, come in. Yeah? Is there anybody with us? No?
The thing is, I think we've got the camera out there, so if I did see anything, it would have been picked up on camera. But hopefully.
On reviewing the camera that we had positioned in the hallway, unfortunately, nothing was captured to back up what I felt I had seen. This may have been a simple case of trickery of my eyesight during such dark working conditions, although it genuinely did give me somewhat of a fright.
I can't stay down there.
Is there anybody else here that maybe wants to communicate with us apart from?
How are you feeling, Dave?
I felt right until you made me jump. I'm on edge.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I just.
No, it's not negative, it's just something playful. That's how personally how I feel.
There's something in one of the marriage quarters. Like the maids, they said they had living quarters for their.
Oh, like it.
Maybe there was a family in here.
Rooms. I know that story, don't they? You've got a fireplace as well.
Yeah. I think there's fireplaces in every room, so maybe these were like the married people. Okay, that way's okay. Right.
Alright. Come on, if there is anybody here, give us a pure good sign that you're with us. Is this too high, maybe? Maybe I should bring it down a little.
That was me.
If you're a little kid, male or female, come and run up on us. Tell us your name. Did you enjoy it here? Did you enjoy living here, maybe, if you live here? Blessed of any spirits. What year were you here?
I just got a really disgusting smell.
There's something here.
Did you just get that?
What's that?
It just literally just like, it was disgusting. Right, we're just going to literally, we'll just call it another couple of minutes. We won't use the spirit box here because we don't want to wake them up upstairs. They mean no harm to you. They are just curious as to who and why they are getting these sounds that they can't explain. Now, you've not presented any of that to us here tonight. We're going to end it here now. So just in case, if anyone has made any attempt of communication through this device, I just want to say thank you. And hopefully, if you have, I can let the residents know. But we're going to leave you in peace. And thank you again. And thank you for making me jump, if that was you. I don't know what that was, but there's my fright. I'm quite pleased I was with Dave and Fraser when it happened. I don't know how I'd have reacted had I have been doing my loner. So... Okay, so now we're at the centre point of the tunnels. There's a beautiful spiral staircase, and there would have been an operating lift at the time. The mechanism can still be seen. And it's I may be wrong in saying so, but I have heard a story. I'm unsure as to whether it's true, but there is allegedly someone that may have actually fallen to their death in this area. So we're just going to conduct an EVP session just here on the stairs and see if we get anything. There is only Fraser, Dave and I. Nobody else now at all is in the tunnels. So Dave, would you like to introduce yourself and start with the EVP session?
I can indeed.
Thank you.
Right, so hi to any spirits out here. I am Dave. I would love to know what your name is. Could you possibly come up to our recorder here in Kelly's hand and tell us your name for us, please?
What was that? Did you hear that? Sounded like it was right at the bottom of that tunnel. It came from that way. Did you not hear it?
I don't know. Is there anybody here? You said it's a woman, right? Apparently.
I may be wrong, but I have heard it's a woman, but you can appreciate such history in so many locations that could be wrongly documented, so I don't want to. I'd rather ask and see if we can find out for ourselves.
If there was anybody that possibly lost their life in here, could you make yourself known to us, please?
We just simply would like... What?
My coat makes a noise.
Could you help us, please? Okay. Could you please help us? We are simply here to try and document your presence. So if you could prove in some way that you're here. I've also heard, documented, that there's been many accounts that people have heard a whistle down here. Could you give us a whistle, please? That was me. That was Fraser. That was you. It is so... What was that? Did you move, Fraser? What was that? Did you move, Fraser? That end.
Are you watching this right now? Come on, give us a sign that you're here.
We've also been advised that there's possibly a young boy here. And if so, would you like to come and speak to us? Could you let us know that you're here with us, please? What was that?
What I heard was like a shuffling kind of footstep, does that make sense?
It kind of was at first. I thought it was you breathing like...
It was like a shuffling.
Was that you that just made that noise here in spirit? I just heard 2 knocks as well. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear them.
God, this is so confusing because it's so echoey. It's like we keep hearing things, but you almost can't work out where it's... What? What's the matter?
Just jumping, that's all. Just jumping.
As I was saying, you almost can't work out exactly where it's coming from because there's such an echo.
This is the problem of this middle bit. We've got a tunnel there.
We've got upright here.
Better.
Yeah. What was that? I heard voices. What was that? I heard voices. But it sounded like it came from that way this time. Do you agree? Okay. Earlier on, the other team that was here, that we joined here tonight, they did pick up an EVP saying Oliver. What? What?
I heard a voice. You know, you said you heard a voice from down the end of that tunnel down there?
Yeah.
I heard it like a...
Is there someone called Oliver here? Perhaps you could tell us how old you are, please. Did you hear something?
If there is anybody here, come on. Let's see you. Let's hear you. Come and give us all a fright.
Footsteps. Are you sure?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but...
Now that area that Dave's pointing at is allegedly where the young boy has been sighted, and footsteps have been heard.
On reviewing our footage, we captured this strange smoke form. None of the team was smoking, and it was not cold enough for the exhaling of breath. We are unsure as to what may have caused this.
Who do you want to talk to more out of the 3 of us? If you can, knock twice on the wall. If when I shout out his names. So do you want to speak to Kelly? Knock twice on the wall.
What is that?
That's Fraser's stomach.
It's Fraser's.
Do you want to talk to me? Once again, knock on the wall twice.
What was that? What was that? There is movement.
Do you want to talk to Fraser? Same thing again.
Can I just move this full spectrum camera and that really keep just looking at that?
Okay, is there anybody here in spirit with us now? Anybody at all? What was that? That is footsteps. I'm holding my breath right now. Did you hear that, Fraser?
Yes.
Are you coming down to that hallway to come and talk to us? Come closer. We're not afraid of you, are we? We're not afraid. We just want to chat.
That did sound.
Those footsteps.
It sounded like footsteps.
Coming from which way?
From there.
That way, yeah. From the way we got to come back out.
We got to go back that way to go.
Come on.
And just to add, that is the area though that footsteps have been documented. And they say that there's a young boy, a child. All three of us heard. I just hope it's picked up on here.
Come on. Come on. Let's see what you got.
I think they're just curious again, Dave.
Let's see. Just like me.
Just seeing something go in front of Dave.
Are you walking down here? What's your name?
What was that? What was that?
That was a knock up there.
That was something up
That was a
there.
knock. Don't worry.
This has been a pretty crazy night down here tonight. I think it's safe to say that all of us have been a bit spooked tonight. More than spooked. Fraser's been scratched and pushed. Shall we just take cameras with us at this point?
Yeah.
No torches on the way. Alright.
You know that bit on the Black Swan where you said brave or incredibly stupid? Dave,
Yes.
I think you're being incredibly stupid.
By Dave's suggestion, the team all agree we need to venture back up to the tunnel where the voices have been heard and footsteps. We all agree, no torches, simply our cameras. Will we find the source of the footsteps and voices that we've previously heard?
Just to say we're all holding cameras now. It's pitch black. None of us can physically see where we're going apart from through these cameras.
Which way do we go then? Tunnel?
That's the way the little boy's seen.
Is this where the little boy's in there?
Apparently so. Around the outside tunnel bit.
Are you a little boy? My echo of my own voice reverberated off the wall and come straight back at me. I heard it in my own ear. Help me. Is a little boy in here? What's that? What's that?
I don't know, that was that way.
What's that? What did you hear?
Bang.
Let's go the other way. I can't go that way. It's too...
I don't think we want to be the first one to walk out there. That was a bang. I'm going to like tilt the camera. It was like down there where they just went. What was that?
Footsteps. Or banging.
I must be honest. What was that?
Voices.
That was a voice.
Voices.
Or was that your stomach phrase?
Voices down here. How's everybody feeling?
Fraser, what? Something just breathed right in my ear. What? Something just breathed right in my ear. Fraser, what? Something just breathed right in my ear. What? Something just breathed right in my ear. Like literally, I just. No, I am joking. No, I'm not joking. I mean, I just myself. Something just went like right in my ear. Seriously.
There's no ventilation shaft, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Yes. No,
I thought it was you next to me, but you were in front of me, so it wasn't you.
You're right.
Huh?
I heard the. No, it's just I heard the fear in your voice.
I just pooed. So yes, there is fear in my voice.
It's exciting. You can't admit it's exciting.
Dave, we are fancy.
Oh, come on, we're investigators. It's so exciting.
Look, we've just come from that way. I just had someone blow in my ear.
Yeah, we've got to go straight for what now, haven't we? What do we do then? Do we keep going around?
I just pooed. Well, not literally, but...
I love it. I love it. I do, I generally love it. Stranger being at the back.
What's the matter?
It's a bit stranger being at the back.
Thank you. I've just been stuck at the back, Dave. It doesn't feel nice, does it? What?
I don't know if it's echo. This is the problem I'm having trouble with. I don't know if it's echo. Somebody ran up on us.
What do you mean ran up on us?
You know, like, I'll try and demonstrate because there's a bit of light. So imagine a brisk walk like
Really?
that, but
It could be the echo.
I get that feeling that when we go around this corner, something's just going to pop its head up. Oh, don't see that.
I'm already around, it's fine. Well, actually.
Is that the entrance? That's the entrance over it. Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Here's your chance to scare us. You're just about to come over here. Come on. I'm not scared. Much.
At this point, I decided this was a good time to end our investigation, having had what I felt was a very active night. I had just encountered an unexplainable breath in my ear. Dave felt somebody was running behind him, along with earlier hearing several footsteps, possible voices, and the incident where Fraser appears to have been shoved and scratched by an unseen force.
I'm gonna... An hour? It's my evening, he's been on for an hour. Not only that, that looks like bare feet. That looks like a bare foot.
Look at this! It's a bare foot! Footprint!
Right, so for documentation, the floor down here is a bit wet. And there's more. Whoa, Fraser. There's more.
That one's the dominant one just there. Looks like a right foot.
On exiting the tunnels, you will see we appear to find what looks like bare footprints. Is this related to the bare pattering of feet that had been heard previously by the tenants in the other flat area? Is this the bare footprints of the young boy said to reside this location? Unfortunately, we will not know for sure, but all in all, this was a very, very eventful investigation, and the team are looking forward to returning to Fort Widley again in the future.